Today we see that the market is trying to recover from its recent fall. It is definitely not a very strong move, but it is a decent reaction that could start a new bullish rally ahead. But speaking for myself, I'm still not totally convinced of a bullish thesis over here. Can I change my mind? Absolutely. Changing your mind very quickly is a must for anyone in this market. And I will tell you what needs to happen, what key points need to be broken for me to believe in a more pronounced recovery or even a bullish reversal. So let's talk about technical analysis, price action. Let's study the SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Nvidia, a few other stocks and see what's going on over here. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, professional trader, and I invite you to join our Telegram community, the 5% Project. Only there you will have access to our signals, strategies, and analysis which have performed very well this year. So just check out our website and click on the link in the description right now to get free access to our channel. Now, when we take a look at SPY's chart over here, we see a bullish reaction. We are going up roughly 1% right now. We are trying to react above a crystal clear support level, $542. This black line over here did act as a support level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times right now, and we see a bullish candlestick today closing above this black line. So it is a decent bullish reaction, as I just told you guys. However, it is still not a very strong one. It is not enough to convince me that we are gonna reverse this bearish sentiment. Similarly, the QQQ is also trying to react above a crystal clear support level, which was a previous resistance level on May this year over here. Remember, my dear friends, according to the principle of polarity in technical analysis, previous top levels are gonna work as future support levels and vice versa. Right now, well, what a coincidence, right? This key point over here is acting as a support level for us. Now, is this a meaningful, amazing bottom signal? Of course not. We are still, although we are going up, we are still making a slightly bearish reaction over here. Now, what the indices need to do in order to stand a chance of recovering, bouncing to higher levels, or maybe possibly reversing this bearish sentiment? First, the SPY needs to break and close above the 21 EMA on the daily chart, the exponential moving average over here, this dynamic blue line. Only by closing above this key point, SPY will stand a chance. What's more, by doing so, SPY is going to reject the previous bearish candlestick pattern over here by breaking and closing above yesterday's high. It is very important for SPY to reject this bearish candlestick over here, so it is going to materialize a more pronounced bullish reaction. The QQQ needs to break and close above yesterday's high. What's more, it is very important for us to see a real, meaningful bullish candlestick pattern above the 460 area, this support level. So far, we don't see any meaningful bullish reaction. Therefore, I will remain skeptical about a bounce. If we see a bounce, great, fantastic, but so far, there is not a single technical evidence suggesting that we're gonna do so. Maybe next week, all right? Maybe, but for now, no. Now, when we take a look at the Magnificent 7 stocks over here, we see that all of them right now follow the same pattern. They're all trading below their 21 EMAs over here. Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Google, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, they're all trading below their 21 EMAs. They're all not reacting properly. We see some bullish reactions. Yes, Microsoft is trying to make a very interesting bullish reaction, but it is going to report earnings in 4 days, next week. In fact, next week we see Microsoft, we see Apple, we see Amazon, and we see Meta reporting earnings over here. Therefore, next week the volatility will increase a lot. Now, some of these stocks are trading around critical support levels like Meta, for instance, right above the 460 over here. We see Nvidia. Nvidia lost our previous main support level at $118, and it did trigger a sharper correction, retesting the $106 over here, closing this open gap. Look at how crazy this was, all right? We drop it just to close this gap over here, and right now we are trying to react. We are trying to bounce. Yesterday, we left a huge shadow under the candlestick's body over here, making what seems to be a spinning bottom candlestick pattern. But as long as we don't see a meaningful bullish reaction, a very good bullish candlestick pattern closing above the 21 EMA on the daily chart again, the trend, the bias will remain bearish. We are not gonna see Nvidia recovering properly. Similarly, we see other stocks like Apple. Apple is very close to the 21 EMA over here. It just lost the previous support level at $220 over here, suggesting a sharper correction. But if next week we see Apple closing above the 21 EMA on the daily chart again, and it is very close to do that right now, we could see Apple bouncing, seeking higher levels. Maybe earnings will help Apple's price to fly a little bit higher. But given how the pessimistic this sentiment is, I'm still a little bit skeptical. But it is either way, it is very important for us to see Apple closing above the 21 EMA on the daily chart. When we take a look at Tesla over here, we see Tesla below the 21 EMA over here. It is quite close to the moving average, yes it is, but we are trying to react. Tesla's price is stabilizing over here in a no man's land. That's the major problem with Tesla right now, because if we see this reaction a little bit lower near the 206 support level, that would be way more interesting. That would be fantastic. Oh, guys, always buy near support levels, sell near resistance levels. You sell near the 265, you buy near the 206. Right now, we are not near the 206. We are stabilizing slightly above the support level, and this is particularly annoying because, again, to someone like me who always like to buy near support levels because the risk-reward ratio is optimized at these key points, it is quite frustrating to see Tesla reacting above this key point, all right? Either way, only by making a very good, meaningful bullish reaction, only by making higher highs, higher lows on the 1 hour chart again. So far there are no higher highs, higher lows over here, short term speaking. Only by doing that, we're gonna see Tesla resuming the previous bullish sentiment. So far, we are still in bearish territory on the daily chart. On the daily chart. On the weekly chart, we are still in bullish territory. On the weekly chart, I would love to see Tesla correcting back to the 21 EMA over here, to the 21 EMA area, which is very close to the 206 support level mentioned on the daily chart. That would be perfect, but so far, we don't see any meaningful bullish reaction. What's more, it is trying to stabilize above this key point. So Tesla is in a very complicated situation right now. It all depends, to me, it all depends on how the indices are going to behave from here. If we see SPY, if we see QQQ reacting, great. We're gonna see Tesla, probably Tesla is going to continue its bullish bias as well without retesting the 206 support level. Now, while SPY and the QQQ are struggling around their support levels, we see the Dow Jones making a very strong bullish reaction. It is performing very well. We had already identified a rotation between some stocks, which is exactly why I have been saying in the 5% project channel since last week to focus on stocks with lower beta and low correlation with the SPY and the QQQ. In fact, we have traded some Dow Jones index stocks such as Salesforce and JP Morgan with great success. In times like these, you have to work smart, all right? Being a trader isn't easy, and that's precisely why 95% of traders fail to outperform the market when they do manage to profit at all. But with hard work and discipline, it's possible to thrive. Remember to join the 5% project and learn to trade with discipline like a professional. Link in the description. Now, when we take a look at other stocks like AMD, AMD is a very promising one, all right? This one is extremely promising. What's the problem? The problem is that it is going to report earnings in 4 days, and we still see AMD trading below key support levels. It lost the 143 over here, this red line, and we don't see any meaningful reaction yet. Our dear Palantir is another very good one. It is making a decent reaction. It is trying to recover. It is trying to enter bullish territory again by closing above the 21 MA. But we gotta see a proper decent bullish reaction over here in order to convince me that we're gonna fly again. Of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day in this channel, so remember to click the like button to support me. Fun fact, only 0.5% of those who watch the video click the like button. So do not be like 99.5% of people. Join the top 0.5% who clicks the like button to support me. And remember, subscribe to this channel because, well, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day on these stocks and even more. So subscribe, join the Finance Hydra channel's community. Thank you very much for your audience. See you guys next week. Stay safe. Bye-bye.